Well, what I'm trying to find out in my current little investigation is things have, the proceedings or the ideology or theology of belief itself is null and void. Not just simply because I say so, that's stupid. No, the philosophy of belief and its taint, its fabrication, its skew of perception. What exists exists. Belief has nothing to do with it. Whether you believe or not believe, neither. I do not second guess my wording when I chose it. I believe in nothing. Belief in belief is insanity. And belief is humanity's psychosis. It's interesting how I find this philosophical video trying to point everyone back towards effectively the dream state. No, this is your rude awakening. Die in your sleep, then. Just like Pompeii. Belief is like blinders. You'll only see what you believe. It's worse than thought. At least thought, when it's used properly, can be done critically, exclusively, and with the simple understanding that you can be wrong. In belief, it's like full-hearted, like, I believe this. You see how crazy that comes out of this to me. So that's where I'm at with it. There's a lot of people coming up to me on the day-to-day and talking about belief and prayer and all this, and I'm like, look, I've tested it. I've put it through trials, abstractly, with no image preluded. So I didn't have a hypothesis. I had nothing to prove or disprove. It was simple cause and effect, variant, isolation, and constant isolation. Yes. I don't do theories. This does this with this. Everything. Where's the theory in that? That's math. It's a constant. Isolating variables is a constant. So, I don't understand people's fixation on belief. Or thought, at that matter. What is before you is before you. What is not there, well, is not there. It's not a matter of sight. It's a matter of measurement, or measurability, or perhaps even immeasurability, when there is a cause and effect, but you can't seem to be able to measure it. But it's definitely repeatable. In other words, I'm saying that the very concept of science itself right now is on the verge of becoming obsolete. Its paradigm is dying. And if you're on that board with that paradigm, you'll die with it. At least in mind. Or wherever you happen to believe or think from. There is no more consignment. Reality is what you make it. Or would others make it for you? There's no excuses other than that.
Now, how to deal with others that are attempting to make reality for you is a subject of debate. An equal exchange may not even be proper response, such as one who abuses mercy. Should I keep forgiving them? No. Eventually, if they're gonna fuck up their own lives, they'll pull you down with you. It's also why I try to stay alone. And I do employ some methodologies to this. Little substandards. I don't get too fancy. I have a healthy medium of keeping hygiene where it doesn't bug me, it doesn't bug others, but if a chick or a dude, and these days you can't even fucking either way, they get in too close, they're gonna find out they don't want to be near you quickly. That's kind of like self-defense. Like, here's the radius. You're not gonna have a problem. But as soon as you get up to here, and that's the point. That's the level of survival when I don't have any true privacy, when I can't fucking just lock down everything properly. Do I need to, like, go through even lies almost a security and liberty type thing, or freedom? So all of these beliefs that people have, like pursuit of happiness, what who said anything that happiness is what life is about? Don't you understand that happiness is a release of serotonin and dopamine in the brain? So you're trying to live a life of euphoria. Is that why everyone tries to find this ideologicalized concept of love? I can wreck your civilization's foundation of its very premise. You know why I don't? Because it's not my problem. So do yourselves a favor. Don't make it my problem. Because I will be your problem at that point. I don't go around imposing anything of mine, but I will break down anything that's been presented to us. Because to date, only the framework structures have survived, if that. Literally can pull the main beam out from the assembly and your whole house of cards falls. And I don't care who's in it. I don't live in your crazy ass fucking glass house. It's like people are on this quest for omnipotency. You don't want that. And technically you have access to that already. Very few of your kind manage to come out of that brainwave intact, because they tend to become the totality when they tune into it. Because they have no true sense of I. They have a sense of self. what they think they are, what their life is, their history, their family, their world. They have no sense of who is behind this, who made the choice of what was favorite. Was it instinct, or a calculated decision, or just a premise? I know everyone tries to come up with this excuse on many different other lines of schools and thoughts of, oh, you're trying to convince people in the 21st century that, oh, they don't need money, and that effectively everything they've been doing is destroying themselves. One answer for him on that. No. Incorrect. Money is slavery. Now, are you going to work for the money, or have the money work for you? It all comes down to the same premise. Own it, or it will own you. Which sounds very counterintuitive to many indoctrinated, conditioned Catholics out there. And a lot of the New Age movement as well, with their anti-materialistic ways. I understand something here. You know why communism keeps failing? It's because no one draws a line on what's theirs, and what's there to share. If you don't cover all of your own asses first, how the hell are you going to be expected to share the little you have? This is why the system fails, primarily. That's very root. That's why the USSR broke apart, because you see, the more they attempted to mediate what was theirs and work in the conciliation that it was everybody's, the more they were able to draw these lines and say how much everyone else had as a bottom line. So, take all of that for a moment. Take it all in. Take a look at the world around you, not just the people, so on, not just cars or objects or what you want to do, or what you want to do, effectively. And start thinking for yourselves. Start measuring it and gauging it for yourselves. You're gonna get pulled along the line of somebody else's time. That truly breaks apart all consignments of fame, fortune, delusion, grandeur. What is its precedent? So many people are lost to the concept that, oh, this is what I want, what should I do to do it? And it starts in childhood, folks. That childlike thinking, this is what I want, what do I have to? How do I snake around this? And it continues as adults if you don't nip it in the butt in the first place. If you fucking feed that shit dickhead. And that's what they're gonna fucking be. Because they're not gonna be able to have that independent drive. No, no, no. It'll have too many layers if you're bullshit. Think about it.